Hello, everybody. Deep in the heart of the Pentagon, in the cybersecurity division, a true disaster unfolded. At 8:45 a.m., a young analyst named Brian brought a USB drive with top-secret data to a briefing. The problem? The flash drive had vanished. Who was the last one to see the USB? A general roared. Everyone in the office panicked, searching under desks, inside printers, and even in the coffee machine. Suddenly, an intern named Jimmy hesitantly raised his hand. Guys, why is there a pigeon outside the window with a USB stick in its beak? Everyone rushed to the window, and sure enough, the pigeon, like a professional undercover agent, sat calmly on the ledge, flipping the USB drive in its beak while staring at the crowd. Lock down the building, someone shouted. Within 2 minutes, the Pentagon was in full quarantine mode. A Secret Service agent rushed to check if any files had been accessed, while the general personally led negotiations with the pigeon. 10 minutes later, Operation Ransom the USB was successfully completed. The pigeon was offered a cafeteria croissant, and without hesitation, it spat out the USB and flew away. Since that day, every USB stick in the Pentagon has been labeled not for pigeons. Hello, everybody. Operation Missing Howitzer? The US military was conducting joint exercises with European allies in Germany. Everything was going according to plan: live-fire drills, tactical maneuvers, and field training. Then came the rapid deployment exercise. A young Lieutenant Brian was tasked with leading his unit through a dense forest to capture a strategic point. The plan was flawless, but an hour into the mission, command started getting worried. There was radio silence from Brian's team. Did someone's radio break? The major asked, checking communications. Suddenly, a voice crackled through. We lost it, damn it. This is bad. Are they under fire? A response team was quickly sent to assist. What they found was unexpected. No bullets were flying, no enemy forces in sight. Instead, Brian and his team stood nervously, staring at an empty space where their M777 howitzer was supposed to be. How the hell do you lose a 4-ton artillery piece? The major yelled. It just disappeared, Brian stammered. Turned out, during their march, the truck pulling the howitzer made a wrong turn, leaving the massive gun stranded in a field, hidden by morning fog. 3 hours later, they found it 5 kilometers away in a small German village, where the locals had already started posing for photos with it. Now, before every new training mission, Brian's unit gets a special briefing. What to do if you accidentally misplace your artillery. Hello, everybody. The barbecue that went wrong. It was a perfect Saturday evening in the quiet suburbs. The Johnson family was hosting their famous backyard barbecue. Bob, the head of the household, stepped outside, ready to show off his legendary grilling skills. Tonight, I will make the juiciest steak of your life, he proudly announced, opening the fridge to grab the marinated meat. But then he noticed something odd. His wife, Carol, who had recently started watching cooking shows, had experimented with the marinade. I added a little creative touch, she said with a mysterious smile. 15 minutes later, the whole family stood around the grill, staring in horror as the meat glowed slightly green. Is this safe to eat? Bob's brother, Tom, cautiously asked, holding the kids back from approaching. If anything happens, we'll call 911. Or maybe NASA, muttered Grandma, who had seen a lot in her lifetime. Determined to defend his barbecue reputation, took the first bite. Everyone held their breath. Well, how is it? Carol asked eagerly. Bob swallowed, took a big sip of Coke, and finally said, tastes like an A battery, but I guess it's fine. The family decided to stick with hot dogs instead. From that day on, Carol stopped experimenting with marinades, and Bob became a legend, the man who survived the radioactive barbecue.